Hello, this is an Astroneer tutorial about the battery sensor. It's a detailed description as well as some common uses. This is the battery sensor. Like all the sensors, it's got a pin at the top which you can use to attach to anything you want to activate or toggle on and off, anything like that. It senses battery charge, so it can be put on any object that can contain a battery or a battery itself. For some reason, it does not attach to a small battery. The battery sensor senses anything on the platform it's associated with or sub-platform. So I have this battery sensor attached just to here and this battery sensor attached to this medium platform. And so when I take this, they both trigger, but if I put it here, only this one triggers. So it combines the batteries on anything it's associated with. There are three modes for the battery sensor. One is charged or empty. So this will only trigger when all the batteries it's detecting are fully charged or fully empty. The next one is charged or not charged. So it will trigger when all the batteries it's detecting are fully charged, or the second one of them loses some charge. So once it starts drawing power away from them, that's when it'll trigger. And then the third mode is empty or not empty. So it'll trigger when all the batteries are empty, or the second you start getting power into the batteries, it'll trigger as well. So those are the three modes of the battery sensor. Some of the uses of the battery sensor, these are normal uses, is to run your battery back up at your base. So if I start that up and I'm running out of backup power, it's going to start up the generator, and so the generator starts on. And once this battery is full, it will turn off the generator. So that's one of the useful things. Another one that I like is the automated soil centrifuge. So this is basically set up so you have 2 units of power coming into the base through a splitter, and a battery with a battery sensor attached to the soil centrifuge. So as I run the soil centrifuge, it's going to start using battery power. So you do have to start it once, but once you start it, it's going to drain the battery, and not all the way, but once it's done, the battery will fill up again, and once it's full, it'll trigger the soil centrifuge again. So again, the reason there's 2 power going in is this gives it enough time to offload once it's done. You see, there it goes, and then once it's done, it'll trigger the soil centrifuge again. So this will run for as long as you have soil canisters available and space available to put the stuff that comes out of your soil centrifuge. And then we get to, I think, the best use, the best use of the battery sensor, which is vehicles. So we have a battery sensor attached to a vehicle, which is pinned to a small generator. Now, because all the vehicles have batteries in them, you can plug them directly. You can plug the battery sensor directly onto them, and it just works right away. So this is really nice because now that I have this, I can run, and it's almost completely uninterrupted. So I'm driving around. My battery is now recharging. There was no interruption. It was near instantaneous. And once my battery is full, it turns it off, and I can keep going. And then there's just no interruption when you start going. So it's very nice for running video games, running vehicles in mid-game, and yeah, we'll start it up again. And so those are the common uses for the battery sensor. That's it.